Hey guys, it's Trevor with Embers Living. I've cooked on a Gozney Dome for 3 years personally in my outdoor kitchen. Gen 2 just came out. Gosh dang it, am I gonna need to replace my Gen 1? I'm gonna break down what's new with this guy and if it's worth it. Cooking with it for 3 years, I did find some flaws. Let's talk about what it does really well, and then we'll talk about what's different with it. So one of the best things I think about the Gozney and what makes it such a popular pizza oven is one, aesthetics. I think it looks really good. This new one comes in the white bone or the black. I personally had the bone. I love the finish. It does get dirty, like right around here in the white finish, but it does clean easy. So this is what I mean, just barely using it. It's not bad, but you can see how that could get annoying if you're a type A person. I drive my wife crazy, I know that. I didn't find like that it had a lot of permanent staining or anything. So that's not really an issue for the white finish. Obviously the black finish is probably gonna hold up a little bit better as far as seeing staining, things like that. So aesthetics is great. And then one of the best things about this pizza oven is you can't see it because it's stainless steel lined on the inside, but I forget the material they use in here, but this original Gozney, the same technology passes over into this one. It has some of the best heat retention for the money by far. The way that this is designed and insulated is it holds heat really, really, really well. So getting it to temp and holding temp is not an issue. Even in a cold climate, it does a fantastic job. All of that carries over. The aesthetics carry over, the good heat retention carries over, the nice hearth that we have carries over. Really good high quality stand, that carried over as well. It can also just sit right on a countertop if you want. What flaws did we have with the Gen 1? Personally, cooking on this thing for 3 years, two things. One, in the original model, and we'll turn this on, it had like a little puck right here, and then the flame came out here. That had two problems I found. Problem number one is it took up space on your hearth, so it made it harder to fit a pizza. Number two is it is really, really subject to the wind. So let's turn this on here. I found, even if it wasn't that windy, just a little bit of wind could blow that out. Now see how that is like kind of tucked in the corner a little bit? That should solve that problem, but wind was a really, really big issue for me. And I'm hoping the placement of this burner will help with that. And see how it kind of gives that nice rolling heat? Look at that thing. I mean, that is awesome. You're definitely gonna get good heat retention, nice even heat. What's cool about this hearth heats up, gets really, really hot, gives you a nice crust, or as Dave says, you gotta check the flop. That comes from the bottom heat on the hearth. Then you're getting all the top even heat from the flame itself. So one, we should see an improvement with wind. Now, a way to get around that is they do sell a door accessory. I'm gonna get into the accessories in a minute. But that would obviously help with wind too. But by tucking that in the corner, the other big improvement that we get is we get more space. So the Dome XL is 90% larger hearth space than the original Dome. The Dome Gen 2, even the smaller one, is still 40% more space. So they created a lot more space. Now this is a hybrid, so we can burn it with gas or wood. Now what's really cool is you can see we have this air slot over here for the wood, and we just get a stainless steel grate that can sit in here with an accessory, but you literally just make a wood pile and start a fire. The other problem we had with the original Gen is there's like a little ceramic puck that you had to take out and move and transfer it over to the wood, and you couldn't really do both at the same time. Not that you should do both at the same time in this, but you had to almost manually convert it over, and it still took up a ton of space. This comes off. Now they sell an accessory which is like an auto modulating fan that's gonna sync and Bluetooth with your control center here. And then we can control the amount of air that's pushing in here. So we can get like a super boost of oxygen, and it's gonna help us start that fire. Think about it like a Connected Joe, or almost like a pellet smoker. A pellet smoker has air intake that you can blast to really turn the heat up. Just gonna make it easier to start a wood fire. That's an accessory. I think that's a really cool accessory because most of the time cooking with wood is a pain. That's gonna make the process really, really simple, which is cool. Now here's what I absolutely love about this. I love that this is an accessory that you buy. I would have been annoyed had I seen them incorporate that as a standard feature and now you have a smart pizza oven. I hate that. I'm so sick of all this smart cooking. One, 90% of the smart features people are never gonna use, and then you're stuck paying for it. Dumb. Don't make it standard. I love that that's just an accessory for the people that want it. 90% of the people are never gonna use it. They're gonna cook primarily with gas. And then if you want, you can spend a little bit of extra money and do that. But really, really smart of them to make that an accessory. Control center is a little bit better. Here's our ignition system here. Really simple, easy to start up. And then you can see here we have 2 probes that we can read. So one, these are our probes for our food, but there's also 2 internal probes in here that are reading temp. One is under the hearth, and that's gonna give us the temperature of the hearth floor. And then one's giving us the ambient temperature of the oven itself. You can see it's set in Celsius right now. We gotta change that. We also are getting battery control here. We can set a timer. So this has gotten a lot better as well. They added some length to the chimney stack. I don't know why they did that. It must be for drafting or some reason. But that is a little bit taller as well. I think they have some of the best accessories that really complement their ovens and work really well with them. I think a lot of companies' accessories are such an afterthought. They're little cheapies or something that you don't really want to buy. But their whole ecosystem of products is really, really cool. So they sell that as an accessory, that sort of smart fan feature. They sell a mantle. Now this would be really handy. It kind of comes out, clips on here, and gives you like a little bit more space outside of the pizza oven. That is really, really nice because I found when cooking with it is it's just really tight. The old one, just being smaller in general, is tighter. But that mantle, I think, gives you more flexibility to use this as a real oven instead of just for pizza. So for example, if you had like a hot cast iron dish, you could pull it out onto the mantle, throw some seasoning, maybe flip some things, put it back in. It was really difficult. Like if you had a cast iron pan in here, you couldn't really pull it out and like get tongs in here to like flip a steak or something. It just, you don't have a lot of vertical space in here, so it's not very functional. With that mantle, it totally changes this and really turns this into like a true outdoor oven. That's a huge thing, by the way. When people are shopping for pizza ovens, well, one, they X a pizza oven, because like I never cook pizzas. Well, they're called pizza ovens, but that's like the marketing behind it, just for whatever reason. But really, a really well-designed one is truly an outdoor oven. Is not a pizza oven, it's an outdoor oven. This is no exception. So that mantle really helps with that. We talked about the door. The door, I think, can help with wind, help with heat retention, or if you're smoking or using wood, it can help retain that smoke flavor in there for more when you're like baking or doing more of a slow cook. And then they have like a Neapolitan pizza oven accessory that clips on here. I gotta play with that. I haven't seen that personally, but supposedly it locks in a little more heat and gives you like a better pizza crust. I'd be anxious to test that. Now they say in the XL, we can fit 3 small pizzas or 1 big 18-inch pizza. I tend to believe that just looking at it. I think 3 would be a little snug. You can definitely comfortably do 2 easy. Personally, I would do the XL. Doing the Gozney pizza oven originally, it was definitely a 1 at a time type pizza. I typically, when I'm doing this, use this. It's usually for larger, see, look at that already. Larger hospitality events. And I'm turning, you know, I got 20, 25 people in the house. And doing 1 pizza at a time was a huge pain. Like, especially if you're the host, guess who's eating their pizza last? Me. Do I look like a guy that wants to eat a pizza last? No. So I don't have an hour to kill making 25 pizzas for everyone. So if I can do 2 at a time, I cut that in half. Now I'm eating a pizza in 30 minutes and I'm a much happier camper. What do you guys want to see this up against? I'm thinking we put this up against like an Alpha. Pizza ovens are getting more and more popular. Alpha pizza ovens are one of the most popular. These guys have come on strong. I love that I'm seeing like some more innovation at the top end. I think they could make even a more luxury pizza oven. We have customers that have no problem spending $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 on pizza ovens. This is really, really well priced for what you get. I think this is the best priced pizza oven on the market for its feature-rich, high-quality design. I think they could go even higher and do even more with it. They've spent so much attention on their sort of more budget models, the Arc, the new Tread, original Rock Box. They put so much time and energy into that, and it makes sense because that's where a big chunk of the market is. However, here at Embers Living, we focus more on the luxury high-end products. This is just barely getting into that entry level for us. We have a lot of high-end stuff in here, a lot of expensive dollar-wise. This, in the context of what we sell, is not that expensive, but it's certainly right up there on a quality standpoint and performance standpoint. I was happy with my Gozney 1 with everything except that I mentioned. So this would definitely fix all of those problems. So here's the new revised Gozney Dome. If you want one, you know, the best outdoor living store in the Denver metro area by far is Embers Living. A little biased, but come see us. You know where we are. We're in Denver, ship nationwide. See you guys next time.